What's up? What's up? What's up? You might be a little young if you don't know that one. That was from the 90s. But yeah, I'm King Sway. Today we have Ben 10 versus Green Lantern. I'm doing this actually so I can tease a guy at work. He said he doesn't like Green Lantern, and I'm like, which one? He's like, just Green Lantern. I'm like, there's a whole Green Lantern Corps, bro. Like, you can't just lump them all in. Oh, and before we jump into that, I've got my own oath, and I have my own ring. In brightest day, in blackest night, ain't no evil gonna escape my sight. Let all those who worship evil's bitch ass might try and run this fade, or even worse, catch the fast ass hands of my nagging ass wife. Oath over. That's how I power up. That's it. Okay, we jumping into this. That looks cool. As a tabletop RPGer and somebody that makes his own games, yeah.
For years, humans have gazed at the stars, contemplating the possibilities of first contact with an alien race. Will we exchange gifts of peace or weapons of war?
Weapons. Definitely weapons. Like these ones.
Ben 10, protector of Earth and wielder of the Omnitrix.
And the Green Lantern, galactic lawman and bearer of the Power Ring. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons,
My
armor,
bad,
and
y'all.
skills
Checking
to
sound
find out
quality,
who would
just to
win
make sure everything was
a
good to go.
death battle. Benjamin Tennyson was just your average 10-year-old boy. He loved video games, hated school, and was prepared to have the most boring
Mega
summer
wedgies.
vacation ever until destiny fell from the sky.
It wasn't even meant for him. It was meant for Grandpa Max.
Upon
I used to watch
discovering a strange crash-landed alien
Ben 10. I
device,
watched a lot
it
of Cartoon
stuck
Network
itself
stuff.
upon his wrist with secrets
For the most
that it
part, I'm a
hid.
big kid. I
Now
love
he's got
cartoons,
superpowers
all
he
that
can
entertaining
report
stuff.
them
It's the
every
live
kid
action
he's
stuff that gets on my nerves.
Sorry, Wiz. I just can't help myself. That theme song's so damn catchy.
This strange device was the Omnitrix.
One show
a
I can't
portable
stand,
library
thanks to
of
Queen Sway.
intergalactic genetic data
This is
that can
us.
transform its user into a variety of different alien species.
Queen
Sounds
Sway,
like the perfect way to
it's
get
your
freaky
fault.
with some alien babes from all across the galaxy.
Well, you do you. But the cosmic warlord Vilgax had something different in mind. With the Omnitrix technology, he planned to create an army of superpowered aliens and conquer the universe.
Yeah, typical villain stuff. But old Hentai Face would have to wait, because Ben got the watch first
Man called him
and became
Hentai
a
Face.
superhero. Well, okay, first he burned down a forest, but then he got busy with the hero stuff.
The Omnitrix contains a built-in radio, universal translator, distress signal, a self-defense pulse blast against anyone trying to force it
Back
off
up,
Ben's
huh?
wrist, and, as a bonus, it can tell time.
And whenever Ben comes across a new alien he'd like to cosplay, it can scan their
Scan it
DNA
in.
so he can add them to his transformation collection. And he's got
Actually,
a ton to
somebody
choose
brought
from.
up
He's got
Ben
alien
10 versus
forms that can
Goku,
control the
because
elements
Goku's an
like
alien,
lightning, water,
so
ice, earth,
he should be
and
able to scan
fire
the
with
sand.
his very first transformation ever.
But I'm
Heat
sitting there
blast,
like,
along with some just
nah,
beautiful
because
fire
Vegeta's
puns.
trained for years, decades, and still, it's bad plot
gotta
armor, it's
respect
bad
the
writing as far as I'm concerned, because as
full
much as
arms, he's
Vegeta
strong
trains,
enough
he's
to
still
create
not as strong
shockwaves
as
with mere
Goku.
punches.
I'm not even a
As
Vegeta fan like
Accelerate,
that,
he
but
can run fast
yeah.
enough to dodge lightning. As Diamond Head, he can survive massive
Basically, I'm
explosions
saying
like
Ben
they were
10,
nothing.
if he scanned
But if
a
you prefer
Saiyan, would not
brains
be able to
over
beat
brawn like
Goku.
myself,
Somebody
he
said
can
he would be
increase
able
his
to.
intelligence with alien forms
Nah.
like Brainstorm, who has an IQ of 1 nonillion. That's a 1 followed by 30 zeros, and more than
I gotta
3
look that stuff up.
octillion
I swear
times
sometimes
greater
they
than
just
the
be
highest
making.
recorded IQ in history.
He can
They make
fly
up
his
numbers.
jet ray, duplicate himself with Ditto, and eat his feelings away as Upchuck.
And
But that's
Upchuck
really not a
takes all
healthy
that
way to
energy and
handle
spits out as
issues.
explosives.
You're right, Boomstick.
Concussive
Yeah, he
blasts.
should really just stick to alcohol. And if
As
he
I
ever
was just
wants
saying.
to suck for some reason, he's got Waka Trout, which is a fish with legs. And that's it.
Probably Ben's worst transformation, and that's saying a lot considering he has an alien literally named the Worst.
If old-timey horror movies are your thing, Ben can transform into every classic monster you can think of, because I guess zombies and werewolves were aliens all along. I knew it.
Through different forms, Ben can manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe, like gravity, radiation, time, and energy. feedback, for instance, once absorbed the entirety of the Big Bang, and then fired it at a robot supervillain, creating a time loop and saving the universe.
Yeah, as he's got used to hero work, Ben's aliens started getting pretty insane. Like way big, who's basically a giant kaiju who can fire a cosmic ray from his
Ultraman.
chest, powerful enough to hurt a being made of pure energy.
If you don't know,
Let's not
ask
forget my
somebody.
personal
Look it up,
favorite
watch.
alien, Molestache. He's a
Ultraman.
mole who punches people with his mustache.
My dad got me on that. I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Truly a fearsome addition to Ben's massive arsenal. But contrary to the show's
And he
very
gets big.
specific title, Ben's
But he
Omnitrix
was fighting
doesn't just
kaiju
have
back then.
access to 10 alien forms. In fact, it has 1,912.
He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 1,912. Yeah, doesn't quite roll off
Yeah,
the tongue
no.
like Ben 10, does it? Well, let's see if I can take one of these babies for a spin.
Where did you get that?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Whoa.
Well, the Omnitrix does have one drawback. It usually has an automatic cooldown period for a few minutes between transformations.
He's switching too
because
much.
overuse
He
can
gonna mess up
permanently
like they did
disfigure
Kevin
the user's
11.
DNA.
All right, we're gonna say that 4 seconds earlier.
What did I just say?
If you'll excuse me, I need to pee out my face.
I'll fix this later.
I need to pee out my
This
face.
cooldown would be a recurring issue for Ben until he discovered
New meaning to the
master
term dick
control,
face.
a special code which, when input into the Omnitrix, just let him use it however he wanted.
And if he's ever on death's door, the watch will automatically pop him into whatever alien body it thinks he needs at the time to survive whatever's happening.
And there's one form that's almost always the best answer. Alien X.
I knew they were gonna
Born
bring
in
that
the
up.
forge of creation beyond the multiverse itself, Alien X is a celestial sapien, the most powerful species in the universe.
He's basically a cosmic god who can punch planets to bits, fly faster than light, duplicate himself, control minds, use telekinesis, reverse time, warp reality, and even just straight up erase people from existence.
It takes a lot to get their attention, and that's fine. We don't want it.
Why not?
They could just blink, and we'd be gone.
Alien X is so tough. He
Why not?
survived the
They blink and we don't
destruction
exist
of the entire
anymore.
universe by the Annihilarg and didn't feel a thing. Like, his durability was so through the roof, he didn't even realize total cosmic annihilation was happening right on top of him.
Based on rough estimates made by a NASA astrophysicist, the total mass energy of the universe in joules is 4,
Well, that doesn't
That
seem
ain't
very
that big.
impressive.
followed by
I know I was gonna
69
say that.
zeros.
Oh, there it is.
And to top it off, Ben as Alien X went and just remade an entirely new universe identical to the old one.
First of all, how the hell? Second, since he just made a copy universe, that
Everybody's
technically
still
means
dead.
that all those characters
And how would he know how to
the
make
whole show
everybody
are
else that
still
he's never
dead.
even met?
Damn, dude! Throw somebody a bone or something.
However, celestial sapiens are composed of multiple personalities, and if they can't unanimously agree on what action to take, which can take billions of years, all that power is basically useless.
But Ben convinced his extra
Not
personalities
basically,
that that's
is.
really goddamn stupid and he should have full control all the time, so it doesn't matter. Why doesn't he just go full Alien X all the time?
Well, a little variety doesn't hurt, right? Plus, even without his alien forms, Ben is pretty clever and has a knack for getting himself out of trouble, even when things get really weird.
Didn't somebody say something about pissing out of space?
He can count. He's defeated Vilgax when he had the power of a Cthulhu god, ended the hybrid conspiracy, and whooped another celestial sapien, the Galactic Gladiator, by flying so fast he created a galaxy-sized black hole.
We can tell from the size of the black hole in relation to the galaxies in the background, as well as how long it took to create, that Alien
flying,
X
he's
must have been
getting
flying
sucked right back
approximately
in.
7 quadrillion times faster than light speed.
I get it, Wiz. Alien X is totally overpowered, but Ben doesn't keep any of those powers as a human.
Not
Nah.
much of a problem when the Omnitrix can instantly transform him fast enough to catch the Big Bang. The only thing truly holding Ben back throughout his hero career was his immaturity, being a 10-year-old and all.
Oh yeah, like that one time he messed with the Omnitrix and accidentally set it to self-destruct. After charging up for a few days, it would destroy the whole universe on its own.
No.
So that's
No.
not great.
Yeah, that happened. But
Fortunately,
I'm
Ben
like,
grew into a
nah.
reliable
Why
and
would you mess with
wildly
it? Then again, they say
successful
he's
hero by
10.
the time he reached the age
And
of
stupid.
16. He would continue his hero work into
Ben
the future,
10,000.
eventually adopting the name Ben 10,000. The world can rest easy with Ben 10 as
The
its
world.
first and best line of defense.
6-6 and Volcanus? What are they doing here? About to get their alien butts kicked. That's what.
About to catch my fade, if you know what I mean.
Hal Jordan was just your average, devilishly handsome ladies man and hotshot test pilot who discovered a crash-landed alien ship in the
If
desert.
you ever wanted to see a
some
hero
ladies not so average.
that
I'll say,
was all
we
about,
found
hey
this
girl,
guy
what that
up
mouth
instead
do?
of dying in a crashed spaceship.
Hal Jordan.
Who gave Hal a little green
One
rainbow
of,
before
anyway.
kicking
You
the
know,
bucket.
just,
And so, by reciting an ancient oath, Hal Jordan would become a Green
y'all got my oath
Lantern.
earlier.
Brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape
Keep my sight all over the evils might be where my power Green Lantern's life. Yeah, I got it memorized.
The Green
I read
Lantern
comics.
Corps is a universe-spanning law enforcement organization founded by the immortal Malthusians, also known as the Guardians of the Universe.
Hey, there's space Oompa Loompas.
More like leprechauns.
Okay, fine. Whichever mythical creature you want.
No, I mean, a group of them traveled to Earth centuries ago and literally evolved into modern-day leprechauns.
I knew they were real.
Anyway, the Green Lantern Corps has patrolled the known universe for 3 billion years, recruiting members of every shape and size.
Including a living planet, a sentient
How do you get a
smallpox
ring on a-
virus, some guy with an exploding volcano for a head, a living math equation, and a squirrel. Man, even after all these years, Wiz, comics are weird.
Imagine what it felt like for Hal when he began training on the Guardian homeworld Oa. Over time,
I've never
he grew
seen
to be
that
one of the
movie,
Corps' greatest
but
members
I've
and
watched
defender
other,
of the universe.
Just with that
other
ring of
mediums
his,
in
it might look
the comics
tiny,
and
but
whatnot,
if
but
you
that
and
ring
Derek
looks
Yoda
nice.
And years of therapy have taught me anything, it isn't the size that counts. It's what you do with it.
My ring's better. My
the
wife
Green
gave it to
Lantern
me.
Power Ring is actually one of the most impressive weapons ever made. It's most well known for its ability to create hardened light constructs that function identically to what they're inspired by. Anything from boxing gloves to machine guns to an entire solar system. While a ring's wielder must be familiar with the object they're creating, they don't necessarily need to know all the ins and outs for it to function.
The ring's energy can boost Hal's strength and speed, and also protect him with a force field. He can shoot lasers, phase through objects, turn invisible, read minds, heal wounds, and fly through space faster than light.
The only true limit to a Power Ring's utility is its
Is your
user's
mind.
imagination, insofar as allowing the Green Lanterns to bend the rules of the universe to their whims. They can transmute matter and energy, manipulate time, form pocket dimensions, and warp the fabric of reality.
And even though Abin Sur went out like a bitch, the ring makes a competent Green Lantern really
Even though Abin
tough to
Sur
kill.
went out like a
It has
bitch.
built-in defenses to protect against mind control, and it can sometimes yank its owner out of harm's way all on its own.
It can even defend against multiversal erasure events, like when Kilowog
Justice League
survived
War.
the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
That's right, this guy tanked a freaking retcon to the face. Whatever's in these rings, I want it in my dune buggy stat.
That would be pure, unfiltered willpower.
Yeah, how many miles to the gallon you think that is?
Okay, well, a Green Lantern's ability stems from their
And throw
own
the planets
willpower.
at him.
The stronger their will is, the more their ring can do.
So if willpower is green, does that make fear brown?
Yellow,
No, it's yellow.
actually, as dictated by the emotional electromagnetic
Parallax.
spectrum, an energy field from which all emotion in the universe is derived.
Kinda like if the Force from Star Wars was a rainbow of feelings, and Hal's got more willpower busting out than anybody else, which makes him really damn powerful. And really damn reckless.
Green Lantern's got this.
Pow! And everybody comes and jumps. Yep.
His enormous power has led to his possession by Parallax, an entity of fear, and caused entire planets to fall. But it's been said that knowing true fear made Hal's will even stronger than before.
Like when he went up against this blue dickweed Krona, who took control
This
of
blue
all these
dickweed.
space animal gods that embodied the different rainbow spectrum emotions.
Including Ion, the green basking shark of willpower. Yes, I know. Hal was able to overturn Krona's plan, which meant overpowering the literal embodiment of all willpower in the universe with his
your
own willpower.
will.
That sounds...
Bullshit.
Impressive?
Impossible?
Impressible?
I still say
Hal's
bullshit.
been knocked through a planet, blasted by a supernova, and punched by the reality-shattering Superboy Prime.
He was fast enough to fly to Earth from a planet at the edge of the universe. And factoring how DC's observable universe is at least 100 trillion light years in diameter, Hal must have been flying well over 1.5 quintillion times the speed of light. And without the ring, Hal once had to pilot a ship traveling over light speed manually. As in,
That
there
means
were
you gotta
planets
dodge
and
planets
stars
and
in his
asteroids and
way,
everything, stars.
and Hal had to steer.
And since he can match the god of willpower, he can pull off crazy will feats that other Green Lanterns have done. Like when Kyle Rayner held back a Big Bang.
But to be fair, the Power Ring is not perfect. It does carry a finite charge, and should he expend too much energy too quickly, he'll need his power battery to refuel.
Also, if his opponent can ruin his willpower or even just his belief in himself, Hal won't be able to use the ring, which is lame.
Yeah, these powers are pretty complex. Batman once had a plan to trick Kyle into thinking he was blind,
And he thought
because
he was
believed
blind.
he was, the ring reacted to his thoughts
And it made him
actually
blind.
made him blind.
But Hal's too badass to let a little sadness take him out for good. Hell, he's got the cojones to arrest God. But Wiz, I gotta address the yellow elephant in the room. Why the hell are Green Lanterns weak to yellow?
Ages ago, yes, the Green Lanterns couldn't affect anything yellow because Parallax had messed with their power source, but that is
Yeah,
no longer the case.
that even
so
happened,
Hal isn't held back
with,
by Colossus. And really,
when
that's
Superman
not even
was
the worst
not-
weakness
the
a
death
Green
of
Lantern
Superman.
ever had.
Oh yeah, way back in the day. a Green
When
Lantern
I
went
think
rogue and
when
tried
Hal
to
was
take
fighting
over a
Mongo, he was like,
planet of people
Mongo
with
was yellow, I can't really do nothing to him.
And so as a
But I
great
can
little
lift
FU, the
Steel,
gods decided
Steel's
to make
hammer,
him weak to wood
and he powered himself up with
before
some
the blows started
power
landing.
armor
Ah, good thing it's not
to
a
lift the
problem
hammer and
for
smack the
Hal.
hell out of him.
Whether it be brightest day or blackest night, all should respect the emerald light of the Green Lantern. Or he'll willpower you to death, apparently.
Give up? Please say no.
You'll never catch me, Lantern.
Bang.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first,
Hey, I'm Chad Epley Boomstick.
I'm Ben, and I'm sick.
Yep. But
He's
we
Wiz.
want to tell you guys about our
Wiz.
event that we put on every year called RTX in Austin, Texas. It's a super fun convention where we've got a million things going on. We've got video games and meet and greets and panels and
Cosplay.
signings and lots of fun
I usually
stuff to do. We
cosplay
hope
as
you'll
my own
join us
character.
there.
I
Sentinel.
can't wait to see you there. We've got a couple
On my
panels
King
that we're
Sway
gonna be
82
doing.
channel,
There's
you've
one
been
on
introduced to
Saturday,
and
the
little
Death Battle one. It's
snippets
time
and
for Death Battle. We
skits,
do
and
that as often
my
as we
Super
can. It's
series
always
with
fun
Charlie
having you
Roberts
guys there
Super.
to talk about Death Battle.
Parts 1 and 2, we got
matchups
3
and
coming.
Take questions.
And then we
things
have
like
the
that.
Super
It's
Real
great.
World.
We got a
like
signing
living
right
with
after that.
super
And then on
powered people
Sunday, we got a
in like
second
the
panel.
MTV's
which
Real
is
World.
about a secret project we've been working on for a while now. Can't wait to share it with you guys.
Yep, RTX is July 5th through 7th, again in Austin, Texas. Head to rtxevent.com, and hopefully we'll see you guys there.
I promise I will not be sick.
You better not be.
Lies.
I hope not.
Stay away from me.
It's probably a good idea.
it's time for a death battle!
Hello! Green Lantern, best looking guardian of Sector 2814, at your service.
I can give you 10 good reasons right now to let me go.
Sorry, kid. Seems you're carrying a Class A galactic superweapon. I'll just take this.
Pulse.
Okay, that's interesting.
You're not the first doofus to try to take this. It's hero time.
Forearms. Yup. Forearms.
Lights out, Punchy. Come on, kid. Let's stop this before it gets heated. Too late.
Hey, you ever seen a supernova?
Several, actually.
Why would you?
Ha! You're so lame. I bet I could even beat you as gray matter.
What? I didn't mean literally.
Cute.
Ew! I stepped in loser.
But, catch these hands. I understand this was made a while ago, but still, the Thanos thing of throwing moons and planets at people.
This is Alien X. He controls all of reality. This is over.
It ain't over till I say it is.
What
Pump.
kind of power you got? say in
blackest night.
no evil shall escape
Eat
my
my sight.
sight. Let
All
those
who
who
worship evil's might. Beware my power, Green Lantern's light.
Green Lantern's light! I don't care what kind of power.
Cheap shot.
Reality includes time.
Time, huh? Thanks for the tip.
You're not the first doofus to try to
Cut his
take
arm
this.
off. I bet
Me
just
too,
cut his arm off because I've been saying that for years. Years. Just cut his fucking arm off.
Ew, I stepped in loser. Oh, it hurts to laugh.
They keep trying to take the watch off.
Don't
Cut his arm off. Take the watch off later.
Well, that's another miner on our board of death.
Ben's absurd versatility and ingenuity put up a stellar fight, but Hal had the tools and skills he needed to ensure a victory.
While the Omnitrix's millions of aliens is just nuts, he can only ever use one at a time, while Hal always has access to all of his powers.
At
Even
any
with the
time.
flexibility of master control, this meant Ben was always playing catch-up. Not a great position to be in considering Green Lantern's might.
Ben's Diamond Head form was tough, sure, but he wasn't surviving a planet exploding in his face. Accelerate was wicked fast, but not fast enough to cross the universe in an hour. And Way Big was really strong, but he didn't hit as hard as a supernova.
Hal simply outclassed all of Ben's options, except for one.
Yeah, how the hell did Hal beat Alien X? That thing is basically omnipotent.
Well, not exactly. Celestial Sapiens are extremely powerful, but they can be beaten in battle and have failed in the past. Like the time Alien X recreated the universe. He only did that because he couldn't stop it from being destroyed in the first place.
Alien X could definitely match a lot of Hal's power, but Hal had defenses against all of X's. Mind control? The ring protects Hal's head. Mess with time? Hal can do that too. Trying to wipe him from existence?
I will literally will myself back.
Universe being erased.
Likewise, Alien X has never shown any defenses against the same kinds of things that Hal could replicate.
Yeah,
mind control,
buddy.
transmutation, and time manipulation. Ben and his alien forms put up a great fight, and Alien X is easily one of the most powerful combatants we've ever seen on Death Battle. However,
And
Hal
yet,
had the speed,
a Green
versatility,
Lantern
and literal
whoops
willpower
his
necessary
ass.
to claim his victory.
Guess you could say Hal was definitely the ringer for this fight.
The ringer.
Oh, Wiz, don't be green with envy. That pun was 10 out of Ben.
The winner is Green Lantern.
I'm Sam, he's Luis. Neither of us are Wizard Moonstick, but don't go anywhere just yet because we're about to announce the next matchup.
And if you want the battle music, you can click the download link below.
So, we all know who I was rooting for. Come on, I had my own oath and everything. Sparks and energy coming off my ring in my hand. I think I'll make that another character or merge that with Sentinel. I don't know. I make my own comic books and stuff. It's funny. But yeah, I called it. You guys saw it. That's what it's hitting for. Green Lantern. My man. I like John Stewart better than Hal Jordan, but that's not the one they picked. They picked the OG one. So that's my reaction. I was kind of hyperactive to it, but I'm King Sway. I'm going to see you in the next one.